Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
It's good to have you here.
For those of you that are new here, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Erin. Wait a minute.
It's not right. I'm Erin.
I'm Cheryl.
And we are Avery Street Design Studio. Ridiculous.
All right, welcome back to our
guys. I'm Erin.
Wednesday
This is
video.
Cheryl.
We know who we are now. So today just going to be honest, we have had a struggle trying to figure out something different than we've seen.
It is so
hard to come up with new ideas that nobody's built already. I wanted to do a Chippendale planter.
Yeah, it's been done.
It's been done.
I'm not saying we won't do it too, but we want to do better than that.
Yep. So we tossed around for hours and hours ideas, and we have come up with a pedestal planter. I cannot find any of them like that. It's a miracle that we came up with this idea.
Right. No telling what'll happen next week.
But we're going to attempt to build a pedestal planter. I know you've seen the stone, like urn type planters that are so beautiful.
No.
Well, we're going to make one out of wood. It won't be round. It's going to have, it's going to be square, but it's going to be on a pedestal, and you can put plants in it. So let's give it a try.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yep.
Comment of the week. This week's comment of the week is from John Browner, 1471.
Thank you, John.
Yes, sir. He says, I love you people, and we love you back.
We love you too.
It's so bloody good to see somebody being truly down to earth. No tool wall to show off how clever you are. Just real working people. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, John, if I had a tool wall, I would be standing in front of it.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
No.
We have a filthy shop that we work full time out of.
Yeah. Most of our tools are used,
busted,
old,
broken.
like our air gun with the sticky trigger.
Yep.
We're just doing the best we can do.
You can.
Maybe someday that would be pretty cool, but that would be full-time YouTube filming, and we're just not to that point yet.
That's right.
So we got to still work.
We're glad that you like the realness of us, because we are super real.
Yes, we are.
And we appreciate your support, man.
Yep. You guys get your comments in.
Right. Send them in. Okay, our planter part of this contraption is going to be 9 wide at the top, 6 wide at the bottom, kind of at an angle, and 11 inches tall. So I'm going to glue up some cedar scraps to make the pot part of this. These would also be good coming out of a cedar picket. You could I know you could get the pot out of one cedar picket.
It's a contraption because I designed it. If he had designed it, it would have been a planter.
We have to.
I'm kidding.
We have to always factor into the equation how many angles there are, and the fewer the better.
Yeah, so. Aaron's angle illiterate. I don't know.
Stupid is what he is.
Angle.
Yeah.
You have an angle deficiency? I don't know.
Hard out here for a pimp, y'all.
Now I'm gonna have that stuck in my head.
All right, there's one. Just let it hang out.
Apparently we're in rare form today.
It's good.
So, any ideas of things you guys would like to see us build?
Yeah.
We welcome your input.
All ears.
Put it. You can comment it on the videos. You can go over to our Facebook page, Avery Street Design Studio Community.
Yep.
And post it there. Say, hey, Erin and Cheryl, this would be cool if you could build it. We would love that. Oh, just FYI, guys, if you hear lawn mowers or leaf blowers or anything in the background, the lawn care people are here where our business is, and they are doing the yard.
Apparently they decide to mow whenever we worked it out that way.
It always happens.
They mow when we record, so it's extra difficult.
Yep.
So these pieces are 10 inches long, these little scraps.
Oh, by the way, all the projects you guys have been sharing in the Facebook group are amazing.
Really good.
Everybody's so talented.
I'm gonna weigh these down so they don't buckle when I put pressure on them. All right, we're gonna take some of these old pallet runners and we're gonna cut them up into the 1.25 by 1.25 strips. These will be the underneath frame of the pedestal. We're gonna start making the box for the pedestal. I'm sorry about the lawnmower. We got to do that on a Monday. We're just going to take a couple of the 9-inch pieces we just cut and nail them to the strips we made out of the pallet runners. There's one. Okay, now we've got the two 9-inch sides put together. We're going to take our 10-inch pieces and attach the two sides with them. Okay, now we need to think about a top and a bottom to the pedestal. Okay, we are going to put stacked trim on the top and the bottom of the pedestals. I have some 2x8s that we can't really use for anything, so we're going to use that, and I'm going to cut it up into 2.5-inch strips. Okay, we got our 2x8s ripped into 2.5-inch strips. We are going to make two 13-inch square frames and two 12-inch square frames at the miter saw. Okay, we're going to start cutting 8 of them at 13 inches, long point to long point. These are 45 degrees. Where did that go?
That was your tape measure.
No, it fell off my idiot. All right. I got my stop block set up at 13 inches. Good Lord. Okay, we're just going to glue the 45s together and put a nail in them. We're just making square frames basically. Okay, there's one. Okay. All right, we got some cutoffs from the 2x8s. These are 2 inches wide. We're gonna cut 11.5 by 11.5 frames to go on top of the ones we just made. And we'll just put these together the same way. Okay, what a pain in the butt.
Everything's a pain in the butt on a Monday.
It is.
I don't know why. Mondays and Aaron and Cheryl do not agree.
Okay, now we're going to join the 2 halves of the bottom and top together. We're just going to line up the squares on the inside. They are basically the same size.
Now, if you wanted to make the box part a little taller, you could just trim around it.
Yep. All right, now we are going to join the bottom to the box. We need to figure out where it's square in the middle of it. That's about right. We will set a little bit of glue down in there. And we're just going to kind of toe nail it to that base, because we're going to put trim around the inside of the box. Now the glue will hold that along with the nails. All right, there's the pedestal.
Guess what time it
Yay,
is?
here we are. We had 3 of you this week.
Yes.
Thank you to all 3 of you.
Thank you.
The first one was repeat sender Shaun Cofman.
Thank you, Shaun.
That's right. He did the super cool log cabin birdhouse.
Yes, love it.
Very nice. The next one is Jeffries.
Thank you, John.
Who found some crazy cool cedar with some amazing looking colors in it, and he built 2 of the whimsical birdhouses.
Yes, they look great.
Beautiful
Thank
cedar,
you.
man. And then last, and I'm going to screw this up, man, I apologize. David LeFrois.
Frois.
I'm sorry.
Frois.
I'm not French. Anyway, he did the water pump planter and he killed it.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Very good job, guys.
All of you guys are so talented. And
we appreciate you sending your stuff in.
Yes, we do.
As usual, there it is. You know what to do.
Yep.
Send us your stuff.
Put in the subject line, viewer submission.
That's right. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, the last thing for the pedestal is the frame that goes around the inside here. We're doing a mitered frame. You need 2 of them at 10 1/8, and 2 of them at, well, that's 10 even. And we're just gonna.
Is it a 45 degree?
Those are 45 degrees. Just gonna picture frame it in there. And those measurements are from long point to long point. Okay, now we'll just go around the other 3 sides and then we'll do the actual planter. Okay, we got our parts of the planter part glued up. What?
Plants of the planter part.
The planter part. Got them dry. We're going to square them up here at the table saw. So we have these slanted corners of the top basket, pot, planter part, whatever. We've got our saw table tilted at the bandsaw to 45 degrees, and we're gonna cut that slanted line at 45 degrees, and with any amount of luck and a little bit of skill maybe, they're all going to meet up the way they should.
Yep, everybody cross your fingers.
Let's all say a prayer and see if we got this right.
Okay.
beveled side down, and we're gonna line them up like we would with 45s on anything like an octagon, or that's not a 45, it's a 33 and a half or something. Anyway,
You
we're
don't know
gonna
what you're talking
we're gonna
about.
line all the angles up like that.
We sound like a couple of people who have never even done woodwork.
Never done it before. This is our first day,
It's
everybody.
our first day.
Welcome. Okay.
That's goofy.
I'm gonna put a little glue in there. And we're just gonna fold her up. Like that. Now those angled cuts are kind of wonky on some of them. That's a crazy cut to try to make on an angled cut on a slanted table.
I like
Crazy.
to challenge you with angles,
Yep.
apparently.
This one was difficult. So that'll never stay together if I just leave it taped. I'm gonna pop some nails in it. All right, that's not bad. So we're gonna wood putty those corners and figure out a bottom to put in this thing. That went a lot better than I thought it would.
Yes.
Okay, we've got a scrap piece of plywood, the really nice maple stuff. This is the exact inside measurement of the bottom, and we're just gonna cut that out and it'll sit right down inside there. There it is. Okay, our piece just fits right down in there. If you wanted to get fancy, you could miter the edges of your bottom piece. I don't see any reason to do that. We're lucky we got it going this well. I don't want to mess that
You
up.
want to jinx it?
Yep. So let's put a couple of nails in. Okay.
Okay, so what I was gonna say to everybody, if there was some way you could figure out, I just thought of this, but if you wanted to put faux stuff in here, fake flowers or greenery, and you wanted on the back side to put some little hinges, you could have this to where
Oh yeah.
Amazon
Yep.
could drop your small packages in there, and it could be a hiding spot. Of course, you'd have to give them instructions to do that.
Yeah,
but
they just screwed us over today with a package, so
yeah, they set it on a stool or a bench on the porch to where everybody could see it instead of like right up against the door. So my mom went and moved it for
Yeah,
me.
thank you.
Thank you, Mama. But yeah, that could be a
that's a
little
good idea.
trap.
We'll look into doing one of those in the future.
Yes.
So, all right, so there's your bowl, and we will get it lined up and nailed down, and we're getting pretty close.
Yeah, we just gotta trim it out.
Yep. Okay, last part of the build is this little piece of trim that goes around the edge of the top of the pot. These are 1 3/4 inch strips of cedar picket that I use for our picture frame, sign frames, whatever. And I've got our fence set. How was that 1/8 of an inch? That's about 1/4 of an inch, this space between the blade and the fence. And I've got the blade up about 1/2 inch. We're gonna run this piece standing up through the blade, and then we're gonna tilt it and cut it the other direction here in a second. It's the best I can explain it. All right, I have moved the fence about 1/8 of an inch. Here's the dogs. And I've lowered the blade just a hair, and we're gonna cut this little skinny piece off we just made. And I made us a little channel. Okay.
So those are just more 45-degree angles?
That's right. Okay. Now we will just glue I'll just set it right in the lines we made. I got some 1¼ inch finished nails. We'll just shoot right into that frame underneath the bottom.
Or at this point, you would put on your hinges if you wanted it to be a false
That's right.
top.
That's up to you guys. That's a cool project. All right. Now we'll fill the holes and give her a sand, and voila.
All right, guys, these are the brand new planters.
Never before seen.
Nope, they came out of our heads.
First time in public.
Yes, so new planter in town.
Yep.
I hope you guys like them. I had been looking at those stone urn planters. You know, some of them are made out of plaster, some of them are made out of stone. They're ridiculously expensive, but they're beautiful. And I thought, well, let's try to recreate something like that out of wood. And that's where the idea came from.
Yep.
I even thought if you wanted these to be really fancy, you could put one of those appliques, wood appliques on each side that you can buy.
Yep.
You could paint them white. You could paint them black, gray, anything you want.
Super cool.
Yes, I think they would be beautiful with ferns in them or some kind of plant that like grows out and hangs over, like a sweet potato vine, would be really pretty.
Yep. So dimensions, I will also put them in the description. This one is 29 tall by 17 by 17 at the widest. This one is 24 by 17 by 17. Pedestal on this one is 21 inches tall, 16 inches tall.
Yeah, we thought we would do two sizes to show you guys, you know, you could even do a smaller one. You could even do a little tiny one if you wanted. You can even do a bigger one.
Yep.
You know, I think two of these that were the same size would be a great like statement in front of, like on the path going up to your house if you have a sidewalk going up to your house, or on each side of the porch, or each side of the front door with really pretty plants in them. That would just be beautiful.
That's right.
So
price tag, I would go probably $225 on the big one, $175 on the small one.
Yep.
Plus or minus.
Yeah. Just because they're a little more involved and Aaron's getting a phone call in the middle of filming.
Good Lord.
Anyways.
They are time consuming.
Of course, you would get faster
the
more you did them. Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's okay. Anyway, if you decide to make them, use your judgment on price.
Yes, of course.
They're awesome.
Yep, we love them.
Yep.
They're going to go on my porch. And I'm going to have them, you know, sitting next to each other, and it'll look really pretty with the taller one and the smaller one like that. Because I don't have the kind of porch that you can put them on each side of the door or anything. Ours is pretty little, so I think they'll look beautiful.
They're cool.
Well, thank you guys for being here on our Sunday video. At the beginning, I said Wednesday video, which my brain is just, I've been scatterbrained this week. So if you haven't had a chance, please subscribe to our channel. We greatly appreciate it.
We do.
And like the video and share.
Yep. And also, our Wednesday is now going to be our Thursday video.
Yes.
We just don't have time to get it all done before Wednesday morning.
We film and edit the same week the video comes out. So we're filming on Monday and Tuesday, and just to get it edited for Wednesday morning is just too late of a night for Aaron, because he does the editing. And so that will help us out a lot. I hope you guys understand, and we appreciate you guys coming back to our channel. I'll see you on Thursday.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.